many times when people dealing with certain things, when it comes down to life tragedies, uh, mishaps, depression, heartaches, dealing with warfare in my life right now. On the other episode, I dealt with the past. We're talking about the present now. What is going on in my life right now? What is I'm dealing with? Why is that I feel depressed all the time? Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. You ever? It's like how can I tell you? It's like making a cake. I don't know if you ever made a cake. Some people made a cake. I have not. But just think about something that you know how to make. Maybe eggs or omelet or waffles. You know, even if you get the waffles out of the pack and you put them on the plate and you put them in the microwave to warm them up. You might say, well, that's not making it. Well, you fixing it, okay? So you had to do it the right way. Now, say for instance, you took the waffles out of the box, and you're getting ready to put them inside the microwave, and and basically, say for instance, you put them in the microwave, and the microwave doesn't come on. That's the problem. And just think about this now. If you didn't know to check to see if the plug was out. Think about this. You are stopped. Your mind has already went into the future. And by you being a spirit being, the way God created you, if you notice, God does things, he foresee things. That's God. And mainly that's the way we live our life. Oh, you think about going to the store, you foresee taking a bath, brushing your teeth, you foreseeing these things. So most of the time when you foreseeing these things, your mind, your spirit, your soul is already in the play, into play, which means into motion. Even if you're not even in there yet, and you're still in the bed, but you know that you're going to be into motion to brush your teeth. So if anything was to stop the motion, like say for instance, what happens is it seems like it becomes a big upset. You ever notice getting there and going in there and basically somebody had used up all of the toothpaste or have gotten your toothpaste or something like that, and you go to get it and say, oh my toothpaste, where's my toothpaste? I know it's sitting right here, and you're looking around and this is where I want you to understand something. This is where depression can be born. That simple. That simple. Depression is the reason why a person is depressed is because basically something is not working out right, like it should. You get that? So basically now in the present time, and as you are not paying attention, you said, oh, the the microwave is not working, and this right here, even just this moment, can mess up some people uh, mind, because when especially when you're used to everything being on time or right there to a certain extent, but certain things you just feel like, hey, there's no way that the plug should be out of the microwave. And you're going to address that with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're going to probably call your little brother or your dad, your mother. Wait a minute, what's you said the plug was out of the microwave. What's going on? Why is the plug? This don't where the plug you need to be. Going to start all this because it's It's pressing. It's depressed. You know what I'm saying? Feeling depressed. And that's bad. That is so bad because that's what people do. They go through that. So now let's look at another one. What about if um, um, you go to work, you get ready to go to work, you do everything, you get there on time, you get there, and you're working, and then somebody, so one of the managers come and tell you that basically you'll be handling most of it alone for about, maybe 30 minutes because somebody called in late. Depending on your attitude about that, what's going to happen is you had on your mind going in there doing what you have to do, finishing it, getting finished, and then leaving. You see what I'm saying? So now you have it on your mind to go in there. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do my thing. But now you get in there. Now you have double work to do, and you say, "Wait a minute, I wasn't expecting this." That's depression. That's the reason why when you see, it's not when you're seeking God, when you're learning to depend on God, when you're going through these processes with God, God teaches you how to overcome this world of unexpected. God teaches you to have peace and joy in your spirit. It comes down to self. Because now you will say the person who left the plug out, they're the problem. The person that they are late, they're the problem. The person who left the plug out had to use both of the plugs for something else and they forgot to put it back. The person that had to come to work late, the baby was sick, or they got there where they had to take their baby and nobody was there, so they had to wait a minute, and they didn't want to be late. So now look at the chaos that Satan starts. He do a domino effect of chaos to create a world of chaos. But somebody that is of God, that is of the light. This is the reason why God says, if the world, the earth, lose its people, he wouldn't have nothing. He wouldn't have nothing for this world, because he says it's like meat. If the meat does not have season, or it loses its season, the meat will not taste good. So God knows what season is. He created season, so he knows taste. God got taste now. He has taste. But do you see what I'm saying? This is so simple and so worthy of searching out yourself and God and beginning to recalibrate your faith, your walk, your lifestyle, so that you may be able to walk in peace and joy. Just recalibrate. Because I'm going to tell you this. I don't care anything external that you try to add to your life to bring this peace or this joy that you need. It's not going to work. It's not. And I'm going to tell you why it's not going to work. It's because it's not designed that way. It's not designed that way. It's just like looking at a beautiful rose, a beautiful flower, and you saying, "Oh wow, this is a beautiful flower." And you're looking at the flower, you say, "Oh wow, this is a beautiful flower." But this is what you do: you go and buy, you go to the store, you buy some can of paint. You say, "I'm going to really dress this flower up." You buy some ribbons and stuff like that, and you go and you put this on the flower, but you don't realize the flower naturally beauty. The flower has natural beauty. Now, it's nothing wrong with adding those ornaments if that's what you feel you should do. Do you understand? But what I'm trying to show you, when something is natural, it's designed it that way. It's designed that way. Now, like I say now that's just an example now because people take certain plants and stuff like that. But I mean, maybe sometimes, but I know some people they will put certain things in their flower bed, and add a little design or a little creation to it with some nice rocks and some stuff like that. And that's beautiful because what you're doing is all you're doing is creating just creating a picture you know to what is already beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So you're creating a picture. So basically now you see and now you understand that now you see how warfare was just created when warfare don't has to be created. Do you understand? Warfare, you allow Satan to get in, and now you feeling stressed because the plug wasn't there. You feeling stressed because now you're at work and you say, man, I sure need somebody to pray for me. But you're not telling them that the reason why you need for somebody to pray for them is because it's something in your life that needs to be worked on. See, many people it's not developed spiritually. Do you understand what I'm saying? Their spirituality, they need to go through the process. They need to go through the process of God's Spirit. They need to go through the right, listen, I'm going to say it again, the right process. Because you go to church don't mean you're at the right church. Because you listen to the preacher that you like or her or she, that don't mean that's the right person. You have to take it up with God first. You have to take it up with God first. Do you understand? You have to start with God. You have to start with God. You have to start with God. They just having fun. Kids are precious. They go through so much just in the past 10 years, man. Many children has been through a lot because people are depressed because they haven't went through the process, the spirituality process, or gotten around the right people for the spiritual. See, it has to be. See, when something is important, listen to this. If you're truthful and you're looking for and it's really important to you, God will lead you. He will lead you to what will work. He will lead to you what will work in your life. But a lot of people don't take it important, and they go places and they do things. They ask people to pray. They get on Facebook and just say anybody, just pray for me. You don't worry about it. Just pray. I just want people to pray. And they don't understand that's dangerous. And I try to tell them over and over again. But guess what? People. You can't get something right. You can't get something right if you don't do it the right way. That's just it. You cannot get nothing right if you don't do it right. You can't treat things that is not yours like it's yours. You can't treat prayer like it's yours and it's not yours. You can't do that. You have to do it in line the way that God has created. Well, hey, this is Valentino. This was another one. This has been another one. This has been powerful. This has been great. This has been awesome. Listen, marinate on that one, okay? All right, I'll see y'all again, okay?